Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Master Detective Archives Rain Code. In the last episode we began our DLC excursions, diving deep into the mind of our favorite, lovable, somewhat creepy, disguised master extraordinaire, Desuhiko Thunderbolt, in an adventure of love, betrayal, and phantom thievery, all in the hopes of taking down a mysterious thief who's been stealing stuff from Amaterasu, seemingly in the name of good, since, from what we did know, they donated all their money they get from their stolen treasures to hospitals and wellness facilities. Overall, it's a pretty fun adventure to get us ready for what's next to come from our other 3 adventures that are still to come. But it's time we now prepare for what will be our second story of our tales, Fubuki Clockford, and the story that's truly known as Fubuki's Luckiest Day. So, with that being said, honestly, I'm very much looking forward to this. Desuhiko Thunderbolts 1 is really good, so honestly, I am looking forward to this completely. So, Fubuki's Luckiest Day. If I could do it all over again, every person has had that thought at some point. If I could go back up, exams, bets, relationships, work troubles. If only I could erase my failures. If only I could have been more successful. However, once a moment has passed, it cannot be redone unless you're her, Fubuki Clockford, the master detective capable of rewinding time. Her strange and lucky day begins now. And with that being said, honestly, straight on in to Fubuki's Luckiest Day. And honestly, I'm quite curious on how this is going to work. And obviously, autosaves are not needed, but if you do happen to get kicked out of the game, it's nice to have it. But with these only being short stories, we don't have to worry about that, per se. Unless something does happen. But most likely not. But honestly, I am very much looking forward to this. The last one had a intro to it, so I'm guessing this one's going to have one as well. So I'll be prepared for it. Okay, seems like maybe not.
Hey, you there!
Nope, it does.
Me?
Fortune teller.
Yes, beautiful lady. You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Thanks, I guess.
Day? Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day. Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
I
do not fare well at gambling.
This is horrible! Someone just fell from the sky!
I don't seem very lucky.
Is this part of my lucky day?
I don't see how it is, but okay. Huh. Old lady, your deduction of this being a lucky day don't seem like it's working so far. But Fubuki's Luckiest Day. Here we come.
It appears as though something is happening over there.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way. But, interesting way to start. Oh, it's 2D like in the 5th chapter. That's interesting.
Hey!
I'll read this as her, because we did get a voice for her.
Do you wish to know your lucky day number? One moment.
But
At the moment, I am more concerned about the commotion than my lucky number.
Well, we did have you talk to her, so technically you did. What a ruckus. Wonder what exactly happened. We're definitely about to find out. An accident, or was it? Good question. Oh yeah,
I wonder if it could be some sort of festival.
Yeah, he's definitely not feeling too good. But yeah, no festival for sure.
What's going on? Looks like someone collapsed.
You can say that again.
Some guy fell from a building nearby.
But why though?
Was it a suicide?
Maybe. But in Kanai Ward, that seems like it's impossible. Every single chapter, whenever it had a chance to be that, it wasn't. So, heavy doubt on that.
Pardon me. Please let me through.
Other than the first chapter, obviously. Because Zilch made it look like it had happened to him, but it didn't. So, yeah, definitely not. Well, yeah, what's, he's not looking too hot, that's for sure. It doesn't look like he's moving at all.
Are you a doctor?
Nope, but, we can turn back time. But I don't think that's gonna really help here.
No, I am not.
Yeah, definitely not.
Do you know this man?
No.
No, I do not know him whatsoever.
He dropped something on the floor, though. It's a little bit right underneath where Fubuki's sprite is there.
Then why are you here?
It's like a battery pack or something. It's just to the left of the box there.
Today is supposed to be my lucky day, so I thought I might be of some use.
True, we were told that. Although I don't see this as lucky.
Huh?
And they don't seem to understand it either. Oh, he's alive! Okay, well, that's good.
Oh, you are still breathing. What luck.
That is pretty lucky.
Hey, he's trying to say something.
Yeah, what's going on?
3.
3? 3. And that's a dice, actually. What the?
3?
I thought that was a battery pack. Is it on 3? Maybe. Because we got 4 and 6 right there. That might be 3. Huh.
I was not quite able to hear you. Could you please repeat yourself?
Yeah, can you? Nope, he did, I think.
Hang in there. He's not breathing. Where's the ambulance?
Oh, that guy's definitely going.
Maybe that was a dying message? It sounded to me as though he was trying to say the number 3.
Seemingly, yeah. But he did have a little dice there, so... But why would he say 3, though? Even if it fell on 3.
If I am
If
not
it did.
mistaken, those were the last words he uttered before death. I must not let them go to waste.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, if I rewind time, I can hear his message again.
True. That is true.
Repeatedly hearing someone's dying message is something only I can do.
Which is fair, honestly. It literally is only you can do it. Well, we know the other Clockfords can do it, but she's the only detective out of the Clockfords. So, yeah, technically only her.
What are you mumbling about? If you're not gonna help, get out of the...
Oh, we're definitely gonna help. You just won't remember it. Huh.
Actually, why not try to prevent him from dying in the first place instead?
That would be a good idea, if we can get to there in time.
Protecting the people is part of my duties as a detective. I may still make it in time if I hurry.
Maybe. Just can't stop at the...
Hey, you there.
Well, we already stopped.
Pardon me, I am in a hurry.
Yeah, sorry there, lady. No lucky day for us. And the next client is... Oh, he fell.
That noise!
An accident, or was it? We got to him faster, though, this time. So, that's a good thing, at least.
Are you alright? What happened?
Yeah, you okay, buddy? You got this, bud. Just, deep breaths.
Is there something you must say to me? Please, go ahead.
Yeah, what's going on, bud? 2? What? Okay. Well, it's still on the same number, and that looks like it's 3. But why would you say 2?
2? As in the number?
Apparently.
Hey, you. What happened? Are you alright? Should I call an ambulance?
It looks like he's already dead again.
No need, I am fine. I shall be right back.
Huh. Okay. He's saying different numbers, though. That's weird.
The dying message was different this time.
That is really strange.
First was 3, next it was 2. I wonder what it could mean.
That is a really good question. Was he counting down? That's strange, though. Because he wouldn't know to do that. Unless each time we change the future, I guess it changes the outcome slightly. Huh.
Hey, you there.
We need to stop stopping at the fortune teller.
This is exhausting. I might not make it.
Yeah, you're definitely not.
Oh, perfect timing.
I don't think the taxi's gonna help you.
Pardon me. Please let me in.
Yeah, please. Okay, well that worked.
Forward. Full speed ahead.
Huh. Oh, off we go with the taxi. Well, that's a way to do it. Although I don't think that cushioned his fall very much.
Are you alright?
Yeah, are you okay, buddy? Well, your outcome changed 3 different times, but, you don't look it like any better. Jeez. Oh, the number on the dice changed, actually. It's 4 now. 6 and 3 are on the side now. Huh. Also, the dice looks a little different, too. What's going on with the weird dot in the middle of the 3? It's weird. But yeah, it's 4 now.
What happened here? Can you talk?
Yeah, he is looking at the dice. Huh. So yeah, it has something to do with the dice then. So I guess it was on 2 last time.
There. 1.
1? Why 1?
1? Now it is 1? What could it mean? Tell me, please, before you die!
Yeah, I don't think you're getting it from him anymore.
Did someone push you off? Who was the culprit?
Good question. Is he still going?
No good. I must do it over again.
Yeah, maybe. At this point, you might as well try.
Hey, he's still breathing. The car's roof must have cushioned his fall.
Really? Well, that's good to hear. We did save him. Although he probably crushed his lungs in the process, but at least he's alive, it seems.
Hurry up and call an ambulance!
Okay, cool. At least we have a chance for him, at least.
Thank goodness.
Huh. Well, turn back time definitely helped.
It is true. Today really is my lucky day.
I guess so. Although that guy's not really having a lucky day, is he?
What a happy ending.
I don't think that's it, though. Yeah, I doubt that's the end. Because that's a lot shorter than Desuhiko's one. For sure. But, yeah, I doubt that's over. But interesting story so far. All 3 outcomes changed, though, which is interesting. One time we got there right after he fell. One time we got there, obviously, after he fell. And the last time,
What a happy ending.
we were able to catch him and cushion him to at least let him survive the fall. Definitely interesting. Although I don't really know about happy ending per se, but at least he's alive for sure.
And that is what happened the other day.
Yeah, that definitely was pretty interesting. Although, wait, that's the other day. So what about our luckiest day then? Because that's our luckiest day, right?
That's not a happy ending at all. Nothing was solved.
Yeah, but at least he's alive.
Did the guy live?
I think so.
Yes, he managed to survive. Although he is currently in a coma.
Yeah, that's not really happy. But at least he's alive.
So you still don't know why he fell from the sky?
No, not at all.
The newspaper says it was an attempted suicide. It seems he climbed over a fence on top of the building.
But what's with the dice, though? Why was he jumping off with dice?
I bet the peacekeepers made that up after another half-assed investigation.
Possibly. But that dice seems, motivated in some way. Like they were rolling the dice and taking chances or something. I don't know. That's kind of how I see it. But that's still weird, though. Why would you do that?
Regardless, It has nothing to do with us.
It might. It's part of the story, so it's gotta have something attached to it.
You're right and all, but doesn't it bother you? That sure is a weird dying message.
It really is. 3, 2, 1, counting down, specifically.
At first it was 3, then 2, then finally 1, right? It's like a countdown or something.
Yeah, that seems really strange that it was counting down.
I've never heard of a changing dying message.
Well, to be fair, Fubuki is a very special case when it comes to being a detective.
That's because dying messages are normally a one-time event.
Which is true.
So perhaps the message changed because I turned back time.
Although, what would make it do that is the real question.
No, that doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't. Because you'd think it would still say 3. But he kept looking at the dice, but the dice didn't show exactly what he was saying, though.
The victim had already fallen by the time you arrived at the scene.
Well, the first time. Second time he fell when we were there. And then third time he fell on top of our taxi.
So whether it be a suicide or a homicide, the events leading up to the fall shouldn't have changed.
Seemingly, yeah.
And I doubt he'd want to tell you something different each time.
Well, he definitely did.
What do you think, Halara?
Well, that's how... You should know how Fubuki's power works, but...
Should I assume you're requesting to hire me with that question?
Yeah, you want to hire Halara? She'll charge you, way too much money for an answer.
Never mind then. It was dumb of me to ask.
Yeah, not the best idea to ask her for questions.
No matter the problem, asking for my assistance is the wisest choice one can make.
No it isn't. You are way too expensive for anybody.
Except you charge an arm and a leg each time.
Yep.
Naturally, I must charge an appropriate rate.
Uh-huh, yeah, sure. Definitely.
Although, in this case, it doesn't seem like a criminal act.
True, it doesn't.
I suppose I don't mind, if we consider this a conversation among friends.
Why, are you actually going to give an answer for free?
Oh, so we're friends now. What's with the change of heart?
I'm surprised you're saying friends, because you said to Yuma that we weren't. Even though you obviously meant it for us to be seen as friends.
I wonder why the dying message changed. Do you know why, Halara?
Yeah, why is that?
I can deduce the possibilities. However, I cannot declare anything unless I investigate the scene myself.
True, but he didn't die. That's the problem.
So an investigation is still necessary.
Yeah, and you can only search so much because we know how your ability works. Because it has to be a scene of death to be able to reverse, see the crime scene. And because there's no body that was there, it shouldn't be able to be seen completely. Ooh, investigation.
You definitely want to remember this.
Oh! Okay. So no solution keys, but we have clues. Really? Okay. In clues, you can review the info of acquired clues. And it's good to see Shinigami for the first time in a little bit. That's nice. Well, let's see here. Message from the man who fell 3, 2, and 1. Okay. New clue. The message? The man left for Fubuki the first time. The number 3. The message the man left for Fubuki the second time. The number 2. The message the man left for Fubuki the third time. The number 1. Each time looking towards the dice. Which is interesting. But the dice didn't seem like they had anything to do with it.
By the way, according to the newspaper, the victim fell from a 4-story building.
That's pretty far.
Floor 1 is a luxury brand shop. Floor 2 is a restaurant. Floor 3 is a beauty salon. And floor 4 is a casino.
Okay, well, the casino is known for being a land of luck. Usually bad luck, because the house always wins. But that would explain why he has a thing of dice, though.
Each floor has windows facing the street that cannot be opened.
Okay.
Thus, it's very likely the victim fell from the rooftop.
More than likely. The building where the victim is believed to have fallen from is 4 stories high. The building the man fell from.
Do we have an ID on the victim?
Yeah, anything?
He's a 25-year-old man. He works at the shop on the 1st floor, but often goes to the other floors as a customer.
Really?
So the people in the building were his acquaintances.
Apparently so.
There's still a chance someone else from the building took him up to the roof and pushed him off.
That is still possible. He worked in the building he fell from. Identity of the man who fell.
Perhaps the dying message indicates who did it?
Maybe.
If that was the case, then it's weird the message changed each time he got to the victim.
That is weird. So he said 3, 2, and then 1. Okay, well, if we add them up, there's no 5th floor. Because the rooftop, although counts as a 5th floor, that wouldn't make any sense. 3 would indicate that the 3rd floor person did it. 2 would indicate that the 2nd floor person did it. And 1 would indicate he himself did it. But never ever mentioning anything about 4, which would be where the casino is. Okay.
Or maybe there's someone named 321? That can't be it, right?
No, that don't make any sense. Unless their name is CBA. But that's the only thing I could think of.
You can't say that with certainty.
True.
Okay, fair enough, but that doesn't explain why the message changed.
It really doesn't.
That reminds me, when the victim mentioned 1 the last time he spoke, he actually said there.
Yeah, he did say there 1. That is weird that he said there.
There? Did he find something?
Apparently.
That I do not know, though he did look as though he was searching for something.
100% the dice, but it looks like Fubuki didn't realize that.
What does that mean?
Honestly, still no idea on that, with that going on with that dice.
The victim must have had something in his hand while he was falling. The impact of the fall caused him to drop it.
Which is true.
I see. So the victim found the item, then left the message 1.
Yeah, apparently.
If you think about it that way, the victim's message makes sense, and it's likely the item is related to the case.
Okay. Does the item have an identification for you? So you at least know about it?
Fubuki, did you find anything at the scene?
Yeah, I would hope you saw the dice.
My deepest apologies. I did not notice anything of the sort.
I'm surprised you didn't notice that, honestly. It was clear as day.
You may be careless, but I doubt you'd miss something so big you'd need 2 hands to hold it.
Well, it was only 1 hand to hold it.
Which means it had to be something small enough that it could be easily missed.
Which it was.
Hold on. The victim must have held this thing in his hand the first time he fell.
Which is true.
But instead of 1, he said 3 that time.
But every time it didn't land on the top. So I don't know why he said 3. He said 3 the first time because it was obviously on 3. But the number changed every time on top. So I don't know where he got some of those numbers.
Was he holding something different each time he fell? Or was he holding more than 1 thing?
I think it was only 1. I didn't see a second one.
Considering when Fubuki turned back time, it's hard to believe he held something different each time.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
However, we cannot eliminate the possibility there may have been multiple items.
It's possible, although I only did see the dice.
I am now more lost than ever.
I don't blame you, Fubuki.
If we follow the logic, we will always arrive at our destination, the truth.
Which is fair to say.
But I am truly lousy at that.
No, you definitely aren't. You've solved a decent amount of cases from what we heard and from what we saw.
Don't give up, princess. Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah, explain the situation one more time, I guess.
Very well. I shall try.
Okay, let's do this, Fubuki.
If the victim was holding something, that would be a key clue in this case, right?
That would be true.
First, regarding the size of what he was holding...
Had to be really small. It was definitely small.
That's right.
Yep, there's no way around that.
Even Fubuki, who was at the scene immediately after the victim fell, didn't notice that small item.
Yeah, it would definitely make sense if we didn't notice it if it was small.
Therefore, it's reasonable to believe that whatever he held was something that could fit in the palm of his hand.
Which we know is a dice, but Fubuki doesn't.
And the impact of the fall caused him to drop it.
Yep, just like that. Although I still don't know how this trick works.
The third time, the victim realized he dropped it and appeared to be looking around for it.
He was looking around for it every time, though.
And when he saw it, he said, "There, 1."
Yep, he did say that.
But why would the victim mumble the word 1 after seeing it?
Honestly, really good question. No, I don't think that there was only one of it. That just doesn't make any sense, because he went 3, 2, 1. But it didn't display number 1, though. It displayed 4. I swear it did. But apparently we just saw it wrong. The surface of the object displayed the number 1.
Normally, that would mean that whatever was on the surface of the item displayed the number 1, would it not?
Yeah, what do you think, Halara?
So the victim saw that and read the number 1 aloud.
Maybe.
Huh? That's a dumb conclusion to make.
Yeah, but it makes the only amount of sense, but it didn't land on 1, though.
No, that's a sensible way to think about it. It's logical as well.
Yeah, it really would be, at that point.
The victim saw it and mumbled 1, so we should assume it was actually written there.
I would think that, yeah.
Are you serious?
Well, she's gotta be.
So, whatever it is has the numbers written on its surface, right? What is it then?
Well, it's pretty simple. If you think about numbers and it being small, there's only so many items that could possibly be.
I don't get it. In the beginning, he said 3, not 1.
True, but it went 3, 2, 1. To be fair.
It's not strange at all if we assume the number changes depending on the situation.
Which is true.
The number can change?
Yep, all the way up to 6.
Wait, then that must be it!
Or at least on the type of dice he had.
Whoa, Fubuki! Do you know what it is?
Honestly, I'd be surprised if she figures this out on her own, even though we're playing as her.
Yes, although it is just my guess. The item the victim was holding...
What do you have as options? A watch, a dice. Okay, she does have the possibility of saying a dice. So, obviously we'll say a dice.
Such as a die, or something.
Plus, it's supposed to be Fubuki's luckiest day, so we gotta let her at least hold on to her luckiest day, since it's technically over. Yep, a dice indeed.
A die?
Apparently.
Oh, I get it. The number would change depending on the roll.
Which would make a lot of sense.
Hold on. It first went from 3 to 2. Isn't it strange the numbers weren't the same?
Well, if you follow it a different way, it would be different, right? So, yeah, that makes nothing but sense.
Fubuki arrived at the scene after the victim fell. By that time, the die would have fallen from the victim's hand.
True, but he fell differently every time.
Which means that whatever number turned up on the die should have been set by that point. It couldn't have changed.
No, you're just not seeing it right.
You're right. Do you have a counter-argument for this?
Oh, there's more than a counter-argument.
In that case, perhaps this explains it.
Yeah, we definitely have a reasoning. Because it's from the angle which you saw the die different. Because that day was my most luckiest day. I guess this would be the answer, because he saw it from different angles. That would make more sense why we didn't see it exactly as he did. Yeah, that would have to be it. Because the angle from which he saw the dice was different.
The angle from which he saw the die would have been different.
Yeah, that would make sense.
The angle?
Yep, the angle indeed.
The first time, the victim was lying face down.
So he would see 3 if he looks up. That makes a lot more sense. But it wouldn't set the trajectory of the dice every time, though. I would think it would still change, depending on how he fell.
If there was a die in his line of sight, he would have only seen one side of it.
Which makes sense.
What about the second time?
Well, it was 2.
The second time, I arrived just a bit earlier, so I tried to help the victim up.
Yep, so he saw it from above.
At that moment, he probably saw the top side of the die.
Which he still would have saw 3 if he looked from the ground. Which confirms that.
I see. So that's how it went.
And then the final one, he saw 1. So I'm wondering where he saw 1 from, exactly.
It's true that under normal circumstances, only the number on the top of a die is read.
True.
He landed on the taxi the third time, so it is possible that the roll of the die changed.
That would make sense, that time round, for sure.
Fubuki, you sure are sharp this morning.
I would definitely say Fubuki's doing pretty good. Although we're playing as her, but still.
Really?
Yeah, you're doing perfect, Fubuki. Good job. There we go, new clue. The man who fell was holding a dice. Okay, updated. Message from the man who fell on the number 3. The message from the man... Oh, well. The message from the man who fell, number 3. Just adding the dice to it. Message from the man who fell, number 2. And then message from the man who fell, number 1.
So basically, it went like this.
Okay, let's see what you got.
The victim fell from the rooftop while holding a die. He dropped it once he hit the ground.
Okay.
Which means the die was cast. As the victim was knocking on death's door, he mumbled whatever number he saw.
Which is true.
Great job deducing that much, Fubuki.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Does it appear that I'm becoming a better detective?
Well, I'm pretty sure you already were good detective already, but okay.
Yeah, but not nearly as great as me.
Yeah, sure, you didn't even win your DLC story, Desuhiko. You can't even say that.
We still lack an answer regarding the final part.
Yeah, who hurt him? We don't even know the answer to that.
The final part?
Yeah, we have no idea.
What was the victim trying to communicate with his dying message?
What? I don't know.
Now that you mention it, you're totally right. Why did he even bother reading the number on the die?
Unless I was right on him trying to guess possibility, but he would only be able to read it once, so why would he do that?
Perhaps it was to inform us of the identity of the culprit?
Maybe?
There is no doubt that the die was meant to point out the culprit.
But how does that really make sense, though? And how would he know to do that? Exactly.
Nearing death, the victim sought out the die to inform you of that. But in his daze, the best he could do was say the number he saw.
That, I guess, makes sense.
So the die was pointing out the culprit?
Apparently so.
Wait, wasn't there a place that had something to do with dice in the building the victim fell from?
Well, the casino, obviously. But, that doesn't really give us much.
Oh, so perhaps the culprit was in there?
Maybe. Okay, we're definitely gonna say the casino then.
Perhaps the culprit was in the casino on the 4th floor?
And he did say 3, 2, 1, I guess, because 4 was never mentioned, I guess that's a good way to maybe conclude that he was trying to say that number 4 was, the culprit. I don't know. I'm trying to think of it, but I don't see an answer.
That's probably it.
Maybe.
You did it, princess! I didn't think you'd be able to figure it out.
You didn't figure it out either, Desuhiko.
There's no way I could have done so on my own. You have my deepest thanks, Halara and Desuhiko.
Nah, definitely Halara got that one, buddy. Not Desuhiko.
Yep, now bow down to my charisma.
Not gonna happen.
Still, we're just making assumptions here. We have no solid evidence.
True, we don't.
If someone said we made it all up based on his dying words, that'd be the end of it.
Yeah, we really can't do much with that.
But we made so much progress in our investigation. Is there nothing to be done about it, Halara?
Seemingly not, and we can't tell them about Fubuki's ability because it's supposed to be a secret.
It would be one thing if we had the die as evidence, but it would be extremely difficult to find now.
Yeah, for sure.
If only I had noticed it and picked it up.
True, we could have picked it up.
No biggie. It's not something you'd notice normally.
True.
Hey, Halara, what if we use your forte to find out where the die went?
Well, there's no body, so we really can't.
I can't use my abilities while the victim is still alive.
Yeah, definitely not.
Damn, you make it sound so ominous.
Well, it's true. That's how it works.
Leaving this case alone is still a valid option.
Is there really any reason to leave it alone, though? If he was, seemingly almost, murdered.
No one made a request for us to investigate, so it's not an urgent matter.
Well, that guy will probably make a request after he wakes up.
The case will solve itself once the victim wakes up.
If you say so.
The culprit might attack the victim again before that happens.
Yeah, probably.
Since they didn't get him the first time, they might try to finish the job.
By heading straight to the hospital while they're in a coma. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That would be terrible! This is all my responsibility! What should I do?
Oh, solve the case, Fubuki.
I don't think there's any need for you to feel responsible, but I wouldn't feel good about leaving this unsolved.
Honestly, same. It seems too early to leave it unsolved.
Hey, Halara, you know of any ways around this?
Yeah, what do you think, Halara?
There is one.
One, you say?
Stop teasing us and just say it!
Yeah, what's the idea, Halara?
Oh, and before you ask, I'm not paying a damn thing.
Yeah, not gonna happen. But, she might tell us.
A clue, then. Ask the fortune teller.
The fortune teller? Okay.
Are you a villager in an RPG or something?
Yeah, she's from Skyrim. Never actually really played through Skyrim, honestly, but that's the only thing I can think of on top of my head, honestly, to answer that.
The fortune teller!
But why would the fortune teller know?
Huh? Did something spring to mind?
I guess.
I told you in the beginning, remember? A fortune teller approached me.
Every single time.
What's that got to do with this case?
Good question.
You should interrogate that fortune teller about the casino. You may hear something interesting.
Maybe. It's possible.
I understand. I shall depart after breakfast.
Looks like you already ate, but okay.
But hey, are you going alone?
Well, there's no reason to bring everybody.
Fine, I'll join you. Halara, you're coming with, right?
Are you? Last time, you went on a case, you made Yuma pay for it, even though you didn't even help him, really. All he did was use your ability, you never helped him.
I'm not going without a formal request.
Huh.
So much for being friends.
That is a good thing to say, Desuhiko. That is very true.
All you have done is more than enough for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it looks like we're going just as Fubuki then.
I can handle the rest on my own.
Yeah, let's definitely take a look around and see what's going on.
I'm here too, you know.
Sorry, Desuhiko, it doesn't look like she's needs your help. Unless you are coming. But, interesting so far. But at the current moment, I'm not seeing any, important clues to take note of, other than, I guess, our dice and our things that we've gotten so far. There's our fortune teller.
Hey, you there!
Hi, fortune teller.
Us?
Yep.
Yes, you lovebirds. You make one fine pair.
Not gonna happen. I'm gonna be honest.
You will succeed in all you do today. Consider it your lucky day, so to speak.
Huh.
Lucky day?
Well, technically we haven't got our lucky day yet from her, so I guess that makes sense.
Yes, it'll be the best day of your life. If you were ever to play a game of chance, today would be the day.
Huh.
Shall I read your fortune? I'll tell you what your lucky number is.
Well, see, she said the exact same thing as she did before. That makes me a little suspicious now. Like she has something to do with it. Huh.
Yes, please.
Okay. What's our lucky number?
It appears that multiples of 3 are your lucky numbers.
Okay, 3, 6... Oh no, it's multiples of... Well, yeah, multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9. Okay.
If you're going to gamble, be sure to bet on increments of 3.
I get it. This is what Halara was getting at.
Yeah, she's definitely got something... doing something weird here. So she gets people to go to the casino, and then that guy gets thrown off the top of the building.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
You're in bed with that casino up ahead, aren't you?
Yeah, aren't ya?
What are you saying? Casino? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, definitely not.
You claim we have good luck to scam us at the casino.
That would make sense. But, just based on the fact that you said that 4 times now, so that is really weird of you.
That's a baseless accusation. I'm just an ordinary fortune teller.
Yeah, that sounds like it's shrouded in deception.
You must have heard about the guy who fell from the casino's building.
Yeah, you must have ever heard
The
that.
victim was nearly killed by someone who works there. I bet he knew too much about your secret.
I would think so, yeah.
If you know something, you better cough it up now.
Yeah, you want to give us the real answer here, lady?
Or you might be next.
True, you could. Give us the answer, old lady.
If you're working with dangerous people, you should call it quits today.
Yep, just tell us the truth at this point, because you're definitely in cahoots. The way you said that sounded deceptive.
We can take care of the rest, so tell us what you know.
Yeah, what do you know, lady? Oh, looks like she might fold here.
As you said, my job is to lure customers in and guide them to the casino.
Yeah. Definitely don't know what's going on here. But we gotcha.
The lucky number thing is all a lie. In fact, if they pick those numbers, they will surely lose.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just an entire scam.
But I truly believed it was my lucky day.
Well, we never did any gambling, to be fair.
I'm sorry. I actually don't know how to tell anyone's fortune. I just followed the manual.
The manual? Yeah, I guess there would be a manual for it, I guess.
And that manual was made by the casino?
I would think so, yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
Cheating is rampant in the casino. They really conduct some dirty business there.
Well, the house always wins, as they say.
Do you know the man who fell from the building?
Well, he lived on the first floor. Or worked on the first floor, at least.
Yes. He's what they call a hired plant.
Hired plant.
He mixes in with the customers and steers them a certain way so the casino can cheat them.
Really?
So, my ears perked up when I heard he attempted to kill himself.
Huh.
I knew he'd made a mistake and was being silenced.
That would make sense.
I see. So that's what it was.
Maybe. Okay, updated. Identity of the man who fell. The man was a plant hired by the casino.
Hey, are you really gonna do something about them? If they find out I told you all this...
They'd probably get rid of you too, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's true.
Leave it to me. Who do you think I am? I am am the superstar detective, slayer of evil, Desuhiko Thunderbolt!
Slayer of Evil is not part of your nickname at all, but okay.
That's not very reassuring.
True. It really isn't.
It appears the entire casino is in on this crime. There will only be more victims if we leave them be.
Yeah, there really would be.
We might as well see this through to the end. Though, I bet the chief would tell us to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I would agree he would.
But what shall we do? We lack even a single piece of evidence.
Yeah, we don't have any evidence, do we? We have a testimony now, though, from the lady here. But that would put her in danger, though.
I would feel terrible if we had to involve the fortune teller more than necessary.
That fair.
I guess we'll have to rush in from the front.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Which means we are going on an adventure.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah!
But off we go then.
Are they really gonna be alright?
Apparently so. Finished. Well, there goes our investigation.
This looks like the place.
Yeah, it definitely does. Interesting building, for sure.
Indeed.
But, this is the building that's in the flooded district. Marunamon, right? Because it's, you can kind of tell by the opening there, where, which is on the left over where Fubuki's head is. Or at least I think it does. It looks like it, but I'm not 100%.
Do you have a plan, Desuhiko?
Yeah, what is the plan, Desuhiko?
Of course. The plan name is Leave Things to Chance.
Leave things to chance, you say?
Wow, that sounds exciting.
Well, it is a casino, so it makes sense.
Let's go, Fubuki!
Okay, well, let's go.
Right.
Wait.
Oh, there's Halara.
Halara, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I thought you said you didn't have a request to be here.
I knew you'd rush in without a plan.
Oh. So you sure we're not friends?
You are correct, Halara.
Which is, yeah, true.
Carelessly sowing confusion will simply result in more victims.
True.
Don't be so rash.
Yeah, not the best idea.
Are you trying to get in our way? It'd be one thing if you just stayed out of it.
Well, she's trying to help us, it seems.
I'm saying the two of you don't stand a chance. If you're up against a casino, let me handle it.
Would be worth a shot. But, what are you gonna do, Halara?
Are you going to help us?
Apparently so.
Bet on me and you are sure to win. Listen, here's the plan.
Okay, what's the plan, Halara? Oh, I guess we're not gonna get to hear it. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see it in motion then. Based on how Desuhiko's DLC chapter went. So I guess we just wait and see what happens. Very curious on what's going to end up happening. But we are going inside. Interesting. Huh. How come this casino is legal while the other one's illegal in the Nailman case?
Welcome.
If both of them are cheating. That doesn't make sense.
I'd like to convert all this into chips.
All that. Really? I don't think that's really smart, but okay.
Right away.
Okay, well, apparently she's turning in all her money into chips. Big gamble. Really big gamble.
Call the owner over. I'd like to play a game.
That's, okay. I'm not sure if that's very smart, but if you want to, Halara.
Tell the owner I want to talk to him about that attempted suicide.
With all your chips on the table?
Understood.
Okay. Surprised that worked. That's the owner, apparently. Why do you look like Walt Disney?
How can I help you? You don't seem affiliated with the Peacekeepers.
We aren't.
I'll be direct.
Yeah, what are you gonna say, Halara?
You tried to erase one of your hired plants.
Which is true.
What are you talking about?
I'll bet all of my chips.
Pretty smart.
If you win, then this issue will disappear. We'll conclude our investigation and never return.
I guess that's fair.
And of course, you can keep all the chips.
Yeah, you get all the money. So you get money and you get us to get out of your hair.
Halara, are you sure about this?
Well, she says she doesn't lose, so guess we'll find out for sure.
And if you win?
Well, we win, we get all our information we want, I guess.
You will confess your crimes and turn yourself into the peacekeepers.
Yeah, how does that sound, buddy? Well, the house always wins, right? You might as well take the bet.
Very well. I don't know what crime you're speaking of, but
what?
as the owner of the casino, I cannot turn down such a direct challenge.
I expect you to keep your word.
Yeah, you better, man. Because if you don't, Halara will beat you within an inch of your life. Trust me, bud. You don't want to make her mad.
Of course, and you as well. So, what would you like to play?
What kind of game are you playing?
Bring some dice.
Some dice.
A game of craps?
Apparently so.
Yes, but let's cut out all of the complicated rules. This game will consist of 4 dice.
4 dice, you say?
Each player will take 2 and roll them at the same time. Whoever gets exactly 7 wins.
7. Okay.
If both rolls land on 7, then it's a draw and the game continues.
That would make sense.
Very well.
I don't know how you would rig this, though.
We will prepare the dice. Are you fine with that?
I don't think that's really a good idea.
I don't mind.
Okay. Well, are you sure? I wouldn't do that, but okay. Interesting. Okay, we got it.
Roll the dice.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Wait, we can't lose. Because no matter what, if Fubuki's rolling the dice, she can re-roll the day. Well, not re-roll the day, but re-roll the past 30 seconds. So, Halara isn't joking, we literally can't lose. I wasn't thinking that Fubuki was going to hold the dice, though, this entire time. I thought we were going to see why Halara is so good at taking gambles, but we'll see that definitely in the next DLC story, because that's hers. But that would make a lot of sense why we can't lose here, for sure.
What? Me? But you are far better at gambling, Halara.
No, Fubuki, you definitely are, due to your power.
I'm going to find out what's going on. Just roll the dice like you normally would.
Yep, just keep rolling the dice.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Okay, turn back time indeed.
Oh, right. I do have that ability.
Which is true.
Are you ready?
Okay, let's go, Mr. Casino Owner.
Let's play.
Let's play indeed. You big old cheater. Probably gonna get a 7 on the first roll. Yep, 7 on the first. This would definitely be a reroll right away.
Well. Looks like that's game.
Yeah, that's game indeed, you big cheater. Reroll time. No 7 for you.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
Well, he did.
Halara, I just turned back time. He rolled a 7 right at the start.
Yeah, I don't think that's very possible.
And my roll was terrible, by the way. I completely lost.
Yeah, we got a 7. Or 4. I don't know why I said 7. He got a 7, we got a 4.
I knew it. But you can do this as many times as you want. That's your strength.
Well, technically not. We've had points where Fubuki couldn't go any further by re-rolling. So, technically not.
Right.
But we can definitely try again.
Are you done with your huddle?
Yeah, I think so.
No amount of planning will help with dice. You must let luck take over from here.
Well, you're not really using luck, you're cheating.
Now, let us play.
You got loaded dice somehow. Just don't know how exactly we're gonna beat it.
Yes, game on.
Game on indeed.
This time.
Probably not gonna get a 7 though, for us. You got a 7 again. What? This time it was different though.
Why?
It doesn't help.
Well, well. Looks like that's game.
Seemingly. But we roll again. Always getting 7s though.
However, if the opponent rolls a 7, turn back time.
You did that for the second time.
I have returned. This is the second time. The opponent rolled 7 on the first throw both times.
Which seems impossible.
The timing of the dice roll was different from before, so I thought there would be different numbers.
Yeah, they're definitely cheating.
Are casino owners blessed with natural luck?
No.
No, it's not luck. He's probably cheating.
Exactly. How, I'm not sure, but there is such thing as loaded dice. Just, I don't know how they work exactly.
Cheating?
Yep.
Seems like he's going all out. Well then, there's no reason for us to hold back either.
Really?
But what are you going to do?
That's a good question.
If he can cast a 7 each time through cheating, no amount of turning back time will help.
I guess, but the only way I guess we would kind of win is, I guess, by getting 7 multiple times at this point. But we'll always be stuck in a standstill with a draw every time, right?
Moreover, there is a limit to how many times I can use my ability.
Yep, and we know that firsthand.
There is a way to prevent his cheating.
Really?
Really?
How's that?
However, prevention doesn't guarantee us victory.
That's not good.
In order for us to win, you must roll a 7.
Which is true.
Oh, right.
Huh.
Can you do it this time, Fubuki?
Probably not. Our luckiest day is not going well so far.
I can certainly try.
We could definitely try for sure.
I became a detective by challenging my own fate.
Which is true.
I refuse to lose here.
But, how are we gonna do this, though?
I'll join you in your battle.
Really? How exactly?
Right.
Okay, let's do this then.
Are you done with your little meeting?
I think so.
You can talk all you want, but I don't think it will change the numbers on the dice.
Oh no, man. Trust me. We'll definitely find a way.
Now, shall we play?
Okay. Try number 3.
Before we begin, I'm thirsty. Can I get some water?
Yeah. Can she have some water?
Very well.
Thank you. I wouldn't drink out of it. Because you don't know if they're gonna... Huh?
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. Don't know the reason for that, but okay.
What are you trying to do?
Good question,
My
actually.
hand slip. Let's begin.
Huh.
Very well.
Okay.
I'm counting on you, Fubuki. This game won't end until you roll a 7.
Huh.
Leave it to me.
Okay, I don't know how that's gonna work and help us, but okay. Breaking a glass.
Come on, 7. Come on, 7.
Oh, it's the guy.
You... How did you...
Hey, buddy. Big old cheater.
Wow, this is incredible. I won. I really won.
Yep, we won. How was your number there?
Impossible! I can't lose with these dice!
Oh, you just told us the
Seems
truth,
like
bud.
The game is over. You must now confess your crimes.
Oh. Huh? What the heck? Did he just die without the Book of Death? What the heck? Huh. So instead of the other guy dying, he dies instead. Had a heart attack because he couldn't believe it. Huh. Wow.
I'm glad to see you have regained consciousness.
Wait a minute. That isn't that guy, is it? Because he's in a coma. It's Desuhiko, isn't it? Because we didn't see Desuhiko a single point. Forgot about him. It's definitely Desuhiko.
Are you alright after that awful fall?
Well, he didn't fall.
What? No, it's me, Desuhiko.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Desuhiko. Oops. But yeah, I guess, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Hmm? We went over this before we entered the casino. Were you even listening?
Well, to be fair, I didn't get to listen to a single bit of it.
As I suspected, the dice used by the casino were rigged.
Yep, nothing but rigged.
The victim must have intended to let others know about it with a dying message.
Really?
It was obvious they'd cheat if we challenged them to a match involving dice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is where I came in.
Which is good that you came in, indeed.
Well, I distracted the staff. Halara messed with the dice.
And as soon as Desuhiko heard the glass break, he knew it was time to come out. Which was smart.
So that is what happened.
Yep, that is indeed what happened.
I was only able to win thanks to Halara.
Well, to be fair, he was cheating, so you were winning the entire time. No matter what he did.
No, I didn't touch your dice, Fubuki.
Yeah, that too. We never saw Fubuki touch... Or, well, Fubuki's dice be touched at all. So we did roll the 7. Just the other guy, we just pushed his number over a little bit.
Huh? Then I really rolled a 7 on my own?
Yeah, eventually you'd get a 7.
Yes, you won that game.
Yep, you did.
Really? Thank goodness! I won that game!
You definitely did.
Great job, princess.
Great job indeed, Fubuki.
Yes! Even if it was just a little bit, I believe I grew as a detective.
I would have to agree, for sure. After you crying through the last couple chapters, it definitely is good to see her smiling, for once. So is that how the chapter's gonna end, or... Because it seems like a good spot to end it. But I'm not too sure. Honestly. Just because, Desuhiko's one ended with a cutscene. But we are back at the submarine. Which is different, because we were at the Sun and Moon Hotel.
Please do something. Fubuki has been completely obsessed since that day.
Well, for a good reason.
There's no way I can win against someone who can turn back time.
Which is true.
How rude. I would never cheat like that.
Uh-huh. She definitely isn't cheating, though. Fubuki, I could see her not cheating this time.
Come on, Desuhiko. One more game.
Never mind, I was wrong. That's gotta be the end, though. But honestly, really fun stories. But yep, Fubuki's luckiest day. The end. Wow. Really good game. There has not been anything, like, bad about this. Like, sometimes I find, like, small things that I can say are, like, a little, like, not my forte in a game. But in this game, honestly, everything's been pretty much good this entire game. I didn't have any major problems. Maybe, like, one thing I can think of is the dodge mechanic during the mystery labyrinths, but other than that, everything's been pretty much fine. I like the entire game. So, honestly, with that being said, in the next episode we will be doing Halara's story, and that only leaves us with only 2 left. Halara's story and what seems to be Vivia is coming next, which, obviously, I'll be doing that as soon as it comes out, but for you guys it would be the next episode after Halara's one. So with that being said, in the next episode we will be doing Raining Cats and Dogs, Halara's chapter. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.